I bought an apartment in Europe last year, and this is what happened. Last year, around June, July, I went to Nigeria back home. I had a project there and I was like stressed out, financially drained, and I was complaining to my brother like, oh my God, I cancelled my contract in Lithuania. I don't have where to stay. I don't even know, because like my rent at that time in Lithuania was almost €1,000 excluding bills. So I was like, geez, 12,000 plus or even less is just like going to waste. It's never coming back to me. I was complaining a lot to my brother like this, and he looked me dead in the heart and was like with a surprised face and was like, you have a property here, why are you not getting it in Europe? And I was like, what? Why? Like, I looked at him and I was like, bro, where do you think I'm gonna get the money from? Like, this was literally on my mind. Like, where do you think I'm gonna get the money from? Because in my head at that time, I was thinking, I have zero idea about literal finances and building wealth. I'm just investing pennies that I've gotten, and I'm just like putting it into things. That's how I've been living, just like investing everything I've got until I broke out of that cycle, literally, just because of what my brother said. Because that night I went to bed thinking to myself, why exactly, why? That is true. Why am I renting in Europe while I am a landlord in Nigeria? And I just kept investing there. Doesn't make any sense. Meanwhile, I'm earning here. I should be trying to save more money here. Shit. So last year when I came back to Lithuania, I was having tea or something with my friend Yoda, and I just told her like, I'm buying an apartment. That sealed my fate, because now it became an obligation for me. I don't want to look like a liar, so I want to like actually achieve this. So I got introduced to a realtor and I started the process, which took us about 5 months to actually successfully get this loft. Guys, it was insane. Shout out to my realtor, is the real MVP. I was staying on an Airbnb until December. Do you know how much money I wasted on Airbnb just because I wanted to keep this promise to myself? If I want to, I can. So I kept telling myself, if I want to, I can. So first of all, I was hit with reality quickly about the cost of apartment in Lithuania. Trust me, the price of apartment in Lithuania is so expensive. Like, I think even Spain is not as expensive as buying an apartment in Lithuania. It's crazy prices, guys. Crazy prices, especially in Vilnius. And maybe other city, I don't know how much it is in other cities, but in Vilnius, it's insane. So obviously I didn't have that huge budget because I haven't planned this for more than 1 year. When I first talked to the realtor, I told him like, okay, I'm getting an Airbnb for 1 month and I want to close this deal in 1 month. I'm pretty sure he was just agreeing with me because he knows I'm new in this industry and I have zero idea what I'm talking about, because buy property in 1 month? Where? How? Okay, so what happened was like, it's like, okay, we will try to figure it out. First, we had to do all the governmental stuff to know if I'm eligible to actually buy something here because I currently have a temporary residence permit. I'm studying here in Lithuania, so that's like the residency I have. I don't have a permanent residency yet, and so we did all that for like 1 month. Yeah. So, so we have not even entered the stage of actually looking for property, and we did that for like 1 month. And another month come, mind you, I'm still staying in an Airbnb, and I was like renting like what, weekly Airbnb, thinking, oh, it's fine. I'm just gonna move to my own apartment in like, I don't know, 3 weeks or something like that. So after that, I moved to another Airbnb, and this time we have to deal with the banks. Okay, OMG, that took us another almost 2 months. And at this point, I was almost giving up. I was like, okay, you know what? I think I dreamt too far. Like, I feel like I've gone too far in this dream. I should chill, like, come back to reality. But something in me just kept remembering my brother's face, where it feels like I'm the only one that didn't believe I could do it. You know, when someone just look at you and wonder, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like what are you talking about? That was the face it gave me. Like, why are you complaining when you could easily just do this? That was that face. That face I would never forget. That face is what got me this loft that I'm recording from right now. That face is what pushed me to become a homeowner in Europe, literally. So after 2 months of that, and me enduring all the like bags from one place to the other, walking, so many things happened on the way because like I got in trouble with some people who were trying to literally harm me or like implicate me in some Airbnb. It was insane. I was walking at the same time. Honestly, I can't complain because I know some people have it harder, but for me, it was so stressful that I was almost giving up. And I'm someone that doesn't really like to like share what I'm going through. I'm still African to the core, you know, I'm Nigerian to the core. So I wasn't gonna be like announcing to people like, oh yeah, I'm struggling now. No, I wanted to sort out my scheiße and then just tell people the results, and that's it. So I was working through this. 3 months passed. Finally, time to look for the apartment. We went to the markets, bro. We went to the markets. And then I realized my budget was chicken change. Did you hear me? Chicken change. Literal chicken change. I can't believe how expensive apartment is in Lithuania. Yeah, so I went from, oh, I wanted 2-bedroom apartment. I wanted like close to the city center, but not necessarily in the city center. Obviously, I know city centers are like crazy expensive. So I was like, I want this, I want that. And then my realtor sends me all these nice, fancy apartments, new build. And I saw it and I was like, yeah, I don't have budget for that. I was like, no, I have zero budget for that. I'm sorry, I don't have the budget for that. No matter the motivation you give me at this point, I just cannot shit out this budget at this time. And so we had to like, reduce the cost. And we were finding, because I really, really wanted like newly built apartment. So we were checking like the newly built, but the problem were they were like 25 square meters. 25 square meters, guys. 25 square meters for like a studio or something. I'm like, where am I supposed to put the bed? Like, how am I supposed to even live here? This is at this point not even an apartment at all. Like, and majority of them were not even done. like they were just like carcass, literal carcass. It was like plastered and everything like that, but it wasn't really done. There was no WC, there was no cabinet, there was just carcass. That was how some of them were. So you had to spend another like 20 to 30K to put the tiles on, to put the WC, the toilets, whatever, and it was insane. So I moved from apartment to loft, because many of the loft here in Lithuania, many of the factories in the city center, they turned them into a loft. So they are also kind of like new build, but they're not like apartment, they're a loft. You know what a loft is, right? So I was checking out the loft and I was still seeing the loft were like 30 square meters. They were so small. I went to one of these and I saw it and I was like, why is it so small? It's so tiny for the price. And okay, I understand like this is actually at the city center, but it was so small. And after like almost 2 months of searching for the perfect apartment, because at this point I kept going down. And I thought to myself, maybe an old building would be nice. An apartment in an old building would be bigger and also nicer. Just I would not like that the fact that it's an old building. So I started searching for an old building, and my realtor went on my behalf to one, and he was like, hell no, Talani, I don't think you want to live here. And I also saw the apartment and I was like, yeah, I don't want to live here. I absolutely do not want to live here. So anyway, to cut the long story short, when I found this particular loft that I am right now is 45 square meters, including the top floor. So in total, it's 45 square meters. And when I saw it, I looked at it and I was like, I want this loft. Literally, I said, I want this loft. Everything was perfect. It's not too far from the city center. It's not right in the city center. It's like close by. It's full of nature. If I want to walk around in nature, I can go walk around in nature. It's absolutely nice. I like that. The only downside that I saw in this loft is the stairs. So the stairs are terrible. They are like I don't know. I think the previous owner didn't want to like invest money on doing the stairs. And also, I think I'm the first person living here because they just renovated this factory and they turned it into a loft. So they didn't do that much for the stairs, but the size was perfect for me. And I just told my realtor, I said, I want this. And he had to cross-check everything. He had to do all the paperwork and everything. And it took like 2 weeks for him to confirm that the person, like what do they call these people again? The developer is actually a trustworthy, and that the things are bricks, because some of these apartments are not bricks. So when he did that, at first I was thinking to myself, shit, I can't afford to go spend another 1,500 on another Airbnb for a month. I can't afford to do that anymore, because at this time I was staying in Airbnb for almost 5 months. So I was praying that this is actually gonna come out legit. And when he told me, Talani, I think this is a good fit, I was like, thank God. I was exhausted. Mind you, December was fast approaching. It was almost my birthday. It was almost Christmas. I didn't have a place to live. Literally, I was moving from one storage to another Airbnb. That was my life for this month. And I had to still show up on social media, be nice, while I was going through all of this. So when we went to sign the contract and everything was already approved, I started a series, which is I'm buying an apartment in Lithuania within 7 days. And I'm just gonna show you guys this. I'm buying an apartment in Lithuania within 7 days, and I can't believe I'm actually saying this. Pray for me, guys. Pray for me. I need to go check apartment.
This apartment was at my MSD. I really love this neighborhood because it's really close to the city center, and the photos of this apartment was looking so nice. The price was also within my budget. Everything was included in the apartment, but the problem was the ceilings are not so tall. I was hitting my head a lot, and I'm just 175 centimeters, so I don't want to have a hunchback while living in this apartment. Another thing was the wardrobe. It was so small that I could definitely not take this apartment. So stay tuned for episode 2.
I'm buying an apartment in Lithuania within 7 days, and today is day 2. I can't believe this is my life. Backstory, I've been planning this for the past 3 months, so it's not just out of the blue.
I cannot do this all by myself, so I'm working with a realtor. Romance was recommended to me by a trusted friend based on his history of effectiveness and efficiency, and that is what I currently need, given the fact that I only have TRP here and I'm a foreigner. I also do not speak Lithuanian fluently, and yes, you can buy a property even without a Lithuanian passport in Lithuania.
I'm buying an apartment in Lithuania within 7 days, and today is day 3. They want to know where the money is coming from. It's a whole lot of process. My flower is gusted. It is very interesting because this is my first time ever buying property outside of Nigeria. Let's go check out another apartment.
This is what 230k euros would get you in Vilnius, Lithuania. This apartment is right in the city center, and it is so my style. I absolutely love it, but unfortunately it is out of my budget.
Buying a property in Lithuania is a whole marathon. Everything has to be correct. I'm just an average girl trying to invest every penny that I've got in my 20s so I can enjoy my 30s. I am buying an apartment in Lithuania within 7 days, and today is day 4.
5 months ago, I cancelled my apartment contract, packed every single thing I owned into my car, and walked straight into uncertainty. All because I wanted to chase one crazy dream, owning my own apartment in Europe. My old place was my comfort zone, but I chose to be homeless so I could level up. I have nothing but faith and a vision that felt bigger than me. And now, seeing that dream slowly become my reality, I'm just grateful. Sometimes you really have to dare to dream beyond your capacity and trust that the risk will pay off.
I'm buying an apartment in Lithuania within 7 days, and today is day 5. Oh my god, yes, your prayers are working. I found a perfect apartment in my budget, not far from the city center. It's the right size. It has all the wardrobe that I need. Apparently, I have a budget that is not gonna be able to buy me my dream home yet, but I'm going to consider this as an investment for my future and equity. Now all it left is the process. I have an amazing team. I have the realtor, I have the brokerage, and everything is just coming in place. Please still keep me in your prayers.
Congratulations. Congratulations once again.
Thank you. I am buying an apartment in Lithuania within 7 days, and today is day 6. Right now, I am on my way to go to the notary to sign the document. I still cannot believe that this is happening. I'm so excited and so scared, and I don't even know what emotion I'm feeling right now, but Vicky, how are you? What do you feel? How are you feeling about all of this?
Perfect. It's a big day.
Yay!
On every page. It took 4 months. She thought that, okay, in almost 2 weeks I need to be in another apartment. So
Yeah.
buy it and live in yours. No problem. It's a long process. Yours. Congratulations.
Bye.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you. Yay. We did it! Yay! I'm buying an apartment in Lithuania within 7 days, and today is day 7. I did it! If nobody believes in you, believe in your freaking self. Nothing is impossible. Yeah, ta-da! And so this this happened in my life recently. I know I've promised you guys about focusing on YouTube, and I always not keep my promise. So I can't say I'm gonna be back on YouTube again. I will just say, whenever I have the opportunity to take up my camera and speak to you guys, I will absolutely do that. That's how it's gonna be. So actually, this apartment, this loft has changed a lot. I have done a lot in this. I have changed the carpet, I have changed the couch, and now I'm about to change the cotton. So stay tuned as I show you my life in Europe as a new flat owner, loft owner, I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscription button, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment below. What do you think of this apartment? What do you think of this loft? Have I made the right decision on investing in a property in Europe while still having a temporary residence permit? Or do you think it would have been better if I continue to rent? Let me know. Ciao.